Sally, you pointed out earlier two different things. Our state revenue is going down according to this March consensus. The tax cuts are getting bigger, it seems like, from what you guys have pointed out, and our budget is at a stalemate. What does that mean for the people of North Carolina? And almost how important is the budget being approved and even some of these adjustment to taxes for the people of North Carolina?
Yeah, great question. North Carolina obviously needs a state budget, but it doesn't need just any state budget, right? Lawmakers can pass a budget that enacts deep cuts and continues tax cuts for the rich. That is not what the people are saying they want. And so it's important to get a budget, but it's important to get a budget that meets this moment because North Carolina is at a crossroads. This revenue forecast made it so crystal clear. If we continue the way that we're going, we're going to trigger these automatic tax cuts. They've put them on autopilot. So we're going to trigger these automatic deep tax cuts that don't benefit most people, but definitely benefit the very wealthy. And it's going to lead to this enormous structural deficit in our budget within the next couple of years. We're talking multi-billion-dollar deficits. To close that gap, you either need to find the revenue in a fair, equitable way, or lawmakers will be forced to enact those deep cuts across state services to close that gap. So those are kind of the choices that are before lawmakers right now. So it's a really important session this year. It's a really important moment for lawmakers to be clear on the decision that's ahead of them. And as Mariah said, this conflict over future tax cuts was at the root of the budget impasse, and it's going to be at the root of where we go forward from here. I hope I answered all the parts of that question. Let me know if I missed anything.
No, that was an amazing answer, Sally. Thank you so much. If a budget was approved, what would be some of the immediate impacts or effects that North Carolinians will be able to see?
Yes, so all depends on what kind of budget is approved. North Carolina is a wealthy state that if we make those good tax choices, we have the resources to give sizable raises to our state teachers who have been neglected for too long. We have the resources to give raises to state employees, where our state government is having a hard time recruiting and retaining employees in crucial roles because pay has not kept up over time. We could pass a budget that stabilizes our childcare industry. So instead of seeing childcare centers close, we could see centers open and greater availability for childcare that workers need in North Carolina. I could go on. We could make incredible investments to produce a higher quality of life in North Carolina if that's the type of budget that lawmakers pass.